discussed last time, all's not cut and dried and clear yet at all. The Formula One Teams Association, FOTA, met yesterday, and they've said that they don't want to race in Bahrain. They've left the door open slightly if they want to race at the end of the year, but their main problem though is that they think that the season's going on too long regardless. So the decision is that it looks like India will get its place back on October 30, and then we'll see what happens with Bahrain after that. But certainly the teams are not happy with it. Quite a few developments also. It came out that the meeting with the FIA, the supposedly unanimous decision, wasn't confirmed that it was unanimous. It wasn't a formal vote, it was a show of hands, and the FIA President Jean Todt said, was quoted saying he wasn't sure it was 25 hands or 27 hands. He's just yelled out, is that unanimous, and didn't get any objections. So there is a little room for, there's some discrepancy going on there, and it doesn't sound as formal and as cut and dried as Bernie Ecclestone's also said that he may re-look at the situation if it's not safe. They've taken the advice of one FIA delegate who went over to Bahrain, visited the family, visited the circuit, and took the advice of the human rights people that are employed by the government. Now, I'm not saying that's good or bad, but it was one view only, and that seems to contradict with some other views that are coming out from the local media. Actually, Max Mosley is a former president of the FIA, and he brought up a very valid point, and that is that the change to the calendar, according to the rules of the FIA, there cannot be any changes to the calendar unless it's actually put forward to the teams personally and it's unanimously agreed by every team in writing. Obviously that didn't happen, as we found it was just a simply show of hands. It wasn't even a confirmed show of hands. So on that alone, they've breached the FIA's own rules as to how to run the Formula One World Championship. Well, Bernie, obviously, if the race goes ahead, he puts the $40 million back in his pocket that he handed back to them. If it doesn't, then he'll lose it. But the thing is, at 20 races already, even if they cut back to 19, it's still going to be the same size calendar as last year. So in terms of money in the pocket of the FIA and the money in the pocket of Mr. Ecclestone, it's not going to be any less than it was last year. So it shouldn't really be an issue, but of course we know that money speaks in Formula One. And he was very quick to do an about-face because, as I said, he took the advice of one delegate, and that now seems to contradict with media reports that are coming out. Some human rights activists have also shown some footage saying that there were some protests as recently as last weekend in the capital of Manama, and showing that there are still some concerns within the city. I think there's a little air of trepidation amongst the media that go there, the permanent pass holders that travel to every F1 race, because there was some reports early in the piece at the end of last week saying that if at that stage, if the race went ahead, now it is, that they would announce their day of rage, and they would target teams, drivers, and the media. So that's put a little bit of fear into some journalists going. Others, it's just divided. Some do want to go and see it happen. Others would rather keep their heads down and stay away from it.